When I was younger, music played a really big part in my life. It was everything. Like, I was so turned on by music. When I was 11, my older brother passed away. It was as if music got cut off at the throat for me. And then my whole entire family blew up. Like, everybody just collapsed. And then I was pretty much on my own. I have a song called My 1,000-Mile Father, and it's about sitting on the couch with someone and feeling 1,000 miles away from him, because that's what the loss of my brother did to him, because they were really close. Everything that made my heart sing stopped and got buried alive. So I rise from the dead at 40, and it's like, I'm gonna sing. And I was completely made fun of. It was like the gods were with me on this one. It was a feeling I can't describe in words, but if I didn't follow it, it would have destroyed me, it felt like. I had this creative spill after 40 years of silence, right? So I was writing one song after another, and somebody would say something. I'd go home and write a song to that one line that I heard them say, and let's say this started in September. This went on until about March, and then no more songs were coming. So I really thought it was over. I thought, well, I wrote those songs, and that's what it'll be. Those were the songs Marion LoGuidice wrote in her lifetime. And then September rolls around again, and all of a sudden, one song after another. I wrote another 20 songs. So in the dead of the winter, I'm in full bloom. And when everything is in full bloom in the world, I am in pain. I'm empty as a can. My single most gratifying moment was when I called Larry Saltzman and I asked him if he would be honest with me and tell me if I have anything here, and how he just validated everything.
I've been lucky to work with a bunch of really talented songwriters, and I really think Marion is one of them. And I think if any of the other songwriters I've worked with heard Marion's songs, they'd say, those are great songs.
I was so insecure. I had no self-esteem. I had no voice for 40 years. And this guy, who was very kind but very honest, was like, this is really great. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, I feel like...
We recorded these 4 songs, and then Marion disappeared. And I would hear from her every once in a while, but I mean every, 2 years or so, it seemed like. And then she resurfaced.
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4. Life was a wall, but now it's a door. Cock-a-doodle-doo, a blaze in my stride. Daybreak's happening inside. I sing rainbow.
Daybreak, that is my story in a nutshell. I throw my words up in the air like a waterfall raining on my hair. I swear if I could, I'd take you there. It's about how my life went from surviving to thriving when I found the balls to stand up at 40 and call myself a singer-songwriter. That song is like the curtains opening to all the other things I gave birth to creatively.
Avenues of light are everywhere. Everything's alright, I'll take you there.
I Believe in You, that song I wrote about my relationship with my daughter. She has learning differences, and when you have learning differences, you're not treated kindly. I knew I needed to do something. It needed to be anthemic, it needed to be bigger than all of these motherfucker mothers that I had to sit and look at and didn't want their kid to play with my kid and all of that. That was my song to myself. No, I believe in you,
Gotta give what you got, while you got it to give.
Gotta give what you got is like, if you know me, you know that's me. That's how I move through the world. That's how I roll. Having spent a life of kissing people's asses and trying to manipulate people and trying to get a foot up and none of it working, I just felt like, you know what? I'm not going to play a game. I'm going to be who I am. I'm going to say what I feel. I'm going to do what I feel. And those, you know, like I wrote in my song Mother Wheel, the ones who love you are going to love you regardless. I am learning. And that's what that song is about.
I went to see the guru. Maybe he knew the meaning of my thirst. Maybe he knew why my life felt so empty. Maybe he'd help me to fill my purse.
Guru, well, you know, guru is what it is. It's my story of going to the guru, thinking that the guru was going to like tap my head and I was not going to be fucked up anymore. What he basically told me was that we're all just a sack of shit and piss. And don't make your problems so special. Go meditate.
A live show with Marion is an event, and we'll rehearse. Marion will record the rehearsals, bring them home, really analyze everything, and come back the next day with thoughtful suggestions that work and make a lot of sense.
When I step on stage, I go somewhere else, and I can't tell you where I go, and I don't even know what it is. The best I can say, I don't know. I'm always so shocked when people give me feedback because I'm just having my own experience.
I'm sorry, it took me 40 fucking years to write.
You really don't know what's going to happen until you get on stage. And you could be very well rehearsed and have every little part worked out in the arrangement and the band and the backup singing. But you really don't know how this stuff is going to go over with an audience. Generally, without fail, there's a strong audience reaction, always.
I spent most of my life not feeling alive. And I want that thing that brushed up against me and awakened me. I want to do that for people out there that feel dead. I want people to have an experience of themselves that makes them rise up and do what's in their heart.
It's been such a long time since I felt you here. It's been such a long